Eastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ballgame?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's Jones, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Throwing Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Patriots at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
70 Rangers.
Off the play fake. Pace. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pace. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pace. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready! Cowboy 80! Ready!
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Wood. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again. It's Wood. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
Let's go now.
When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Wood. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. Now Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Pace. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
back with a passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Probably the coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On second down, a run with Hall. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On first down, Jones. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Caught left side, Hopkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Pace. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the clocker. And it's picked up by the Patriots. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. he will return this from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So problems compounding. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Throwing on first down. Pace. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wood. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Off play action. Jones. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jalen Phillips has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first and 10, it's Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Quick throw caught by Gallagher. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. Did he play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday night. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They have won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come back in! Come back in!
To throw again. Pace. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Jones now on 3rd down. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives and just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Pace. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what they're having to do all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.